Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, it's Gal. This is Fallout 4.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Insurance?
That's right. Insurance. Personal protection, like. You hand over everything you got in them pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Time out. Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap.
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
What? Okay.
I said let him go.
Be soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new man.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Now, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. You all right, brother?
Well then.
You killed him.
Got a good pair of eyes on ya. I think you'll fit in here. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, I feel you.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Okay. So, welcome back to Fallout 4. I haven't played in a while because I've been distracted with other things. I figured I'd give it a shot. See where I'm at.
Oh, new face walks into my store, and you're not even screaming yet. Very polite. You let me know if anything catches your fancy.
Got any work?
I do, actually. Super mutants have taken over the old Boston Public Library. I got a lot of fond memories of that place from when I was a girl and human. You get those lumbering brutes out of there, I'll pay you 200 caps.
You got a deal, Daisy.
Thanks. Hey, while you're there, could you return this book for me? It's from the library. Don't even ask how long it's been overdue.
Well then. I'm trying to remember, did we actually already do that? I don't think we did. So yeah, we're just gonna wander around here, we're gonna talk to some people, we're gonna make some progress.
Hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
Let's see what you have.
A gun for every occasion.
Oh good. I like guns. So yeah, I'm not actually expecting much here. But if I'm remembering correctly, we're low on a couple types of ammo. It's been a while, like I said. Yeah. We actually have the stuff for the mini nuke, or are we just carrying it around? That's right, we're saving the mini nuke for the castle. Let's... Probably don't want to sell all the junk, I'm assuming. Honestly, we're probably in pretty decent shape with where we're at. Do we have any extra guns laying around? I don't think that's really good. 66. Oh, that might be about on par with my current rifle. I'll keep it for now, and we'll take another closer look later. Okay, we do have a Fat Man. Compensated 10mm rapid. My 10 millimeters. 2746. Yeah. Probably good there. I'm keeping these just for the sake of the upcoming mission. Because fighting the Mirelurk Queen is a pain. But I'm thinking, let's see, did I see flamer fuel? Probably good to get rid of flamer fuel, fusion cells, gamma rounds. I really don't use a lot of energy weapons. And that already is enough to completely buy her out. So let's check our other ammo and see what we could stock up on. 44 rounds. 308. I'm willing to spend a little bit here to get a lot of, or just to keep ammo in stock, I guess. Like refilling on my... Refilling on the rounds that I'm not really high on. Seems decent. I don't think I've got a good 50 cal right now. Yeah, I don't. So we'll save those. Spend 300 on those. That seems somewhat reasonable. We'll hand over a few other things just to get them out of the stash here. Sort by value. Yeah.
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
So I believe we're on an existing quest. Find Dr. Amari, yep. Let's go ahead and just plan on doing the memory den. There are so many side quests in this game. I want to make a little bit of progress here. We've got Good Neighbor at least as a mark.
Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Meet up with Nick. I really enjoy Nick as a character. He's fun. We're sticking with Piper as our primary for now, but Nick was one of the characters I had with me for most of the first playthrough I did.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
You're the one who can extract memories from a brain, right?
Normally, we only allow our clients to experience their own memories. Now, what's this all about?
We need a deep dig, Amari, but it's not gonna be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Isn't there some way to make this work?
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this?
I love that
this
little
isn't
smile.
A brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
So the brain is still good, right?
Possibly. There's no sign of decay, so the tech is probably preserving the tissue, injecting some kind of compound to keep it stable. But there's no way to access the memories inside without a compatible port.
You're talking about me, right? I'm an old synth. If the Institute built me out of similar parts, we might have an in.
There could be long-term side effects. I don't know where to even begin with listing the risks.
Don't bother. I don't need to hear them. Plug me in, Doc.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was
Lots of
afraid
story here.
The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive
Pretty
functions
sure
in
that's not
parallel.
how encryption
We'll act
works.
as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Pretty sure that's not how encryption works.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
So,
Initiating brainwave migration
this is a
between the
lot of
transplant and the
story.
host. Mnemonic activity
Unfortunately-
coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find.
Fortunately,
It
it's
might
not
be stable. Just hold on.
not the best for commentary. This section of the game is neat, but it's not my favorite. It's very sit back and watch, I guess. Lots of
Can you
cuts.
hear me?
Basically a long cutscene
Good.
with some slight
The
interaction.
simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Yeah, not my favorite thing in general.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first. This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kinda green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
No, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
It's really cool interactive storytelling. It's really cool to give another perspective on a character. But
how did you think
it's
this
a
was gonna
lot
end,
of hurry
Kellogg?
up and wait.
You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Definitely humanizes Kellogg a bit more. You understand why he is the way he is. But, again.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Okay.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated.
Yep.
Cryogenic stasis.
This is definitely familiar.
If all computers are still working, that's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6, down the hall near the end.
This is the one. Here.
Again,
Open it.
weird little delay, lots of waiting. I wish there was a little bit more interactivity. Like if you were actually walking through as Kellogg in each situation.
Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby. No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Piper's really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but Mayor,
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. It wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
I'd make a joke about teleporting sprites, but
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Relax, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good, but I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes, their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil, we need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
Then he's dead already. It's a waste of time.
No, he must have gone there for a reason. He has to be alive. He must have been prepared for it. Look, we don't have any options left. You have to go after him. Through that sea of radioactive ash.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Blue, you got...
What was that?
Hey.
Shoot.
Apparently we can take this, so yeah, we'll take this. I'm not complaining. Simpax and Radaway are wonderful. We're gonna need to make some super anti, or find whatever our best anti-rad situation is, or find new anti-rad situation.
Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Amari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me.
Yeah, we're not going right into the glowing sea. There's a bunch of stuff here. We progressed.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Is something wrong?
Well, I sort of had the same question. It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
I don't know, Nick. My family's in tatters. I've been dropped into this place where everything's trying to kill me. You tell me.
Well, I'd expect you to feel lost, scared, and mad as hell. I sure did. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. And folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Massacre of the CPG? What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
Was it hard settling in?
Yeah, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Yeah. Like I said, really great section, lots of good characterization. Unfortunately, lots of dialogue, lots of exposition, lots of storytelling, kind of all shoved together, rather than a bunch of smaller opportunities to make those kind of, to tell those kind of stories, I guess. We're gonna go talk to I think he's the mayor?
Brotherhood of Steel, better stay out of Good Neighbor. All I'm saying. Now, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in my time, but a flying ship, yowza. Your lady friend there, she's the dame who writes public occurrences, right? Good stuff. I always did appreciate
Mayor Hancock?
Too bad about Finn. Gonna miss him next super mutant attack rolls round. Oh well. What can I do for our newcomer?
Looking for work.
Work, huh? I'll tell you what, I got reconnaissance needs. There's a lot of weird talk coming in about a place called the Pikmin Gallery. It's raider territory up there, but they've been quiet. Like uncomfortable post-coitus quiet. Sniff it out and give me the word.
That's,
Scout out Pikmin Gallery. On it.
Cool. Be thorough, okay? I'm not paying for a look-see. Find out what's really going on there.
It's a. I know there's a few other things at Good Neighbor. I feel like this gives us a good starting point at least. We get we've got what two extra quests here, plus our new story quest.
Can't believe it. You look just like Sammy too.
He sure as hell didn't act like him. Institute thinks they can replace people with synth in this town? They've got another thing coming.
What am I gonna tell his mother?
Hey, just your friendly neighborhood watch. Shooting down Institute spies as they crop up.
What happened here?
Ah, poor Sammy got snatched up by the Institute. Then those bastards send this low-rent double in his place. It's pathetic. They didn't make it 2 days before everyone realized something was wrong with him. Then we made the call, and here we are. Speaking of which, I gotta figure out where this body needs to get dumped. Why don't you get going?
Okay.
Got a reason to be bothering.
Nope. No problem here. None at all. Okay, I'm gonna save quick, because I believe... I want to say there's something over here.
Hey, you. Looking for work?
What kind of work?
It's good work. Under the supervision of the best boss you'll ever have. If you don't mind a little manual labor, and don't ask too many questions, you're in.
I like
I'll give you
asking
50
questions.
caps to start. Interested?
I'm gonna need more to go on here.
You're just gonna have to trust me.
I'm gonna need more to go on here.
You're just gonna have to trust me.
I pushed the wrong button the second time.
This isn't for me.
Your prerogative. No doubt I'll still need the help if you change your mind later. Back again. Looking for work this time.
Okay. Well, that was a pretty good, quick sampler there. Quick roll through that town. Got some good,
Got some good deals.
some good deals, apparently. Got some side quests, I apparently...
Hancock, he's the mayor around here. Like by himself?
Hey there. You're new around Good Neighbor, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think of the place?
It's changed a lot since the last time I was here.
Been here before? Well, Good Neighbor's definitely come up in the past few years. Mostly since Hancock took over.
Name's Rufus. I do repairs around here. Keep the robots running, sell a bit of scrap, that sort of thing.
I'm usually fixing stuff over at the Hotel Rexford, or drinking that swill down at the third rail. Looking for parts? I also might have a job for you if you're interested.
I'll take a look.
Let me show you what I got.
Hey. I don't think I've picked anything else up in the meantime, so that's a lot to spend, but I think that's okay. Let's just go through real quick and grab some adhesive. I think I'm okay with that. Oh, I didn't actually get the quest.
Hey, Rufus.
Good to see you again.
I could use work, depending on what it is.
Don't know if you've had the beer down at the third rail, but I swear Charlie must have found it in a sewer.
Found this holotape while doing repairs at the Rexford. Delivery notice for a brewing machine. Pre-war. Thing is, it was never delivered. Well, with all the bombs and all. Done some asking around, and I think it might still be intact. Which is where you come in.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Great. So, Brewing machine is in the basement of an old bar called the Shamrock Tap House.
I hate this quest.
When you leave town, make your way around east till you hit Atlantic. Great big green sign. Bring it back here when you're done.
Okay. I think from there, so we've got the Pikmin Gallery, we've got the corner bookstore, we've got the Glowing Sea quest, which we're gonna wait on. Let's take another look here. Public Library, Brewing Machine, Pikmin Gallery are kind of all in different directions here. Actually, let's do... I think we're gonna do the Pikmin Gallery first. But we're gonna...
The Institute and the synths.
We're gonna hit that up after we get a chance to save and take a break here. So I'm actually gonna roll over to... Do I have any towns nearby? I'm trying to remember. Grey Garden or Taffington. Let's roll to Taffington. It's at low happiness, so we may be able to bump it up while we're there. Since it's on the supply chain, we can stash all of our stuff here. We own the beds, so we can sleep. That should make it stop raining. We should be able to...
Don't care much for good neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
Is that the workbench? That's not the workbench. Where's the workbench? Workshop. There we go. Why is the happiness here so low? They've got more than enough water and food. More than enough defense and beds. Probably just waiting on people, I guess. Store all junk. That'll get our weight down a bit. Probably should actually go do... Should probably go do the castle soon.
Met yet. Anyway, I just wanted to say thanks for the opportunity. So, is there anything you need me to get started on?
Yeah, let me show you.
Okay.
Oh. Is she not assigned anything right now? Command. Probably food? Or security? Yeah. Go do security things. Okay. So we're gonna sleep, get our well-rested bonus, get our health back up. We're gonna jump back down to the old corner bookstore. I'm gonna save here, and we're gonna pick up here next time. Assuming that I don't immediately jump into a fight, in which case we'll probably still pick up next time. Come on. Should have just saved. Oh. No, this ended up working out pretty well. Not in a super talkative spot for doing commentary anyway, so I think a nice story-rich little section here was probably the right call. We'll pick back up next time with the corner bookstore, with the Pikmin Gallery quest, and we will see how long that takes and go from there. Maybe hit up the public library or some of the other things as well. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one.